Dylan here from Maths, showing you how to teach long multiplication. One of my favourite topics because embedded in here is so much previous knowledge, understanding of place value, factors, and you'll see why in a second. First thing to notice is children will be used to short multiplication when they multiply by just one digit, in this case the 8. We're introducing another digit here in the tens column, and here's how it differs, because the first thing we have to do is explain how this 4 represents 40, because we know that if we take 48, we can split it into 4 tens, which is 40, and 8. And this is vital, because what I'm going to do now is 8 lots of 372, and afterwards I'm going to do 4 lots, right? Wrong, your class should be saying. We know this is 40, so I'm going to actually do it in a different colour here. You'll see why a bit later on. But we'll start with the simple version. Multiply by one digit, 2 times 8 is 16 ones, exchange over into the tens. 8 times 7, tricky times table, always going to be peppering those in there, is 56. Add the 1 is 57, exchange over the 5. 8 times 3 is 24. Again, adding on this 5, we get 29 hundreds, which gives us 2,976 in total. But now we have to multiply by 4. No, your class will say again, we know it's 40. Okay, I don't know my 40 times table, but what I do know is that 40 is 4 times 10. So let's make my answer 10 times bigger by putting in a 0. We'd be explaining that placeholder and the job it does, not just saying put a 0 in and hoping they remember, but knowing that children understand this is 40, which is why I have to put in that 0. Now I can just use my 4 times table. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 7 is 28, exchanging over the 2. And then finally, 4 times 3 is 12. Adding on these 2 thousands here, we get 14 thousands. Have we finished? No, your class will be crying out again, because now we need to put them together. 40 lots plus 8 lots will give me a total of 48 lots. I've done all my multiplying now. I've just got to add them together. In the ones column, I've got 6. 7 plus 8 gives me 15. 9 plus 1, I'd be looking for my bonds for quick maths here. That's 10 plus 8 is 18. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 1 is 7, and this one drops down, giving you the answer, 17,856. So many opportunities to go back and make links with previous learning whilst applying it to a new process. If children have been explained to the reasons why we do things, like putting this placeholder in, like splitting up 8 and 40, like adding it together at the end, if we know why, way more likely that children are able to replicate this over and over again and get the answers right.